Today we shall derive an expression for the optimum value of blade velocity to steam velocity rho for a two-stage velocity compounded impulse turbine. Combined velocity diagram for the two stages of the velocity compounded impulse turbine is shown in figure. C1 represents the velocity of steam entering, C2 represents the velocity of steam leaving the moving blades, CR1 and CR2 represents the relative velocity at inlet and outlet of the moving blades. We will assume one thing: loss of kinetic energy due to friction between the moving blades and the steam is same for all the moving blades or the fixed blades. And second assumption is the blades are equiangular, beta 1 equal to beta 2. Now the velocity of the steam leaving the first row of moving blades then enters the fixed blades or guide blades. The function of the guide blades is to guide the motion of the fluid so that they will enter the next row of moving blades without any shock. And also there is some loss of friction, loss of energy due to friction while moving through the guide blades. Therefore, C1 for the second stage is equal to K times the C2 of first stage. That is 2C1 equal to K times of 1C2. Also, the angle with which the jet of steam leaves the first row, alpha 2, is equal to the angle with which the steam enters the second row, that is alpha 1. Alpha 2 for first stage is equal to alpha 2 for first stage equal to alpha 1 for second stage. Now we will find out the blade efficiency for the two row velocity compounded impulse turbine. Velocity blade efficiency is given by 2u Cu by C1 square. 2u Cu by C1 square. Here in this 2u Cw by C1 square. Cw is summation of Cw obtained in both the stages. 1 Cw plus 2 Cw. 1 Cw is the Cw resultant whirl velocity obtained in first stage is equal to, first now we'll go to first stage, 1 Cw equal to AC plus AE. AC plus AE. What is AC? C1 cos alpha 1. C1 cos alpha 1. Then what is AE? AE equal to DE minus AE. DE minus AD. Sorry. AE equal to DE minus AD. What is DE? DE equal to CR2 cos beta 2. DE equal to CR2 cos beta 2. CR2 equal to KCR1 cos beta 2 equal to KCR1 cos beta 1, because beta 1 equal to beta 2. Again CR1 cos beta 1 equal to C1 cos alpha 1 minus U. Therefore, the value of DE is obtained as given here. AC is given by equation 2. AC equal to C1 cos alpha 1, D equal to CR2 cos beta 2, D equal to K times CR1 cos beta 2, K times CR1 cos beta 1, K1 C1 cos alpha 1 minus U. Then the value of DE is obtained like this by equation 3. Then A equal to DE minus U. DE minus U. So it gives equation 4. Then 1 Cw equal to, as I told earlier, AC plus AE is this equation. AC plus AE. It is given by equation number 5. So equation 5 gives net whirl velocity obtained from first stage. Similar to that, we'll go to the second stage. Second stage. So second stage 2 Cw equal to Lm plus Mn. Lm plus Mn. Lm equal to Lg plus Gm. Lm equal to Lg minus Gm. What is Lg? Lg equal to K into Lg. Gl equal to K into Ae. Ae already got from equation number 4. Then we will get Lg value. Subtracting Mg, we will get Lm. See here, Lg equal to K into Ae, Lm equal to Lg minus Gm. We will get the expression for Lm. Then Mn. What is Mn? Mn equal to Cr2 cos beta 2. Mn equal to Cr2 cos beta 2. Cr2 equal to K times of Cr1 cos beta 1. K times Cr1 cos beta 1. Cr1 cos beta 1 is Lm. So Lm already you have found out from equation 8. So substitute here and get the value of Mn. K into Lm. Mn equal to K into Lm. Mn equal to Lm, you already got it. K into Lm. Lm is from equation 8. So we'll get Mn value. So then Mn is like this, given by equation 9. Then 2CW equal to Lm plus Mn. So we'll get 2CW equal to this by equation 10. So adding equation 5 and 10, we'll get 1CW plus 2CW from equation 5 and 10. These are the terms we got. So in these terms we are finding that there are some terms with C1 cos alpha 1 and some terms with U. Taking C1 cos alpha 1 terms one side, taking C1 cos alpha 1 outside bracket, we will get T1 cos alpha 1 into 1 plus K square plus K cube, like that, minus U take, then you will get 2 plus 3K plus 2K square plus K cube. Putting this 1 plus K square plus K cube as K1 and 2 plus 3K plus 2K square plus K cube as K2, you will get this expression. C1 cos alpha 1 K1 minus U K2. Then neta B equal to 2U 1CW plus 2CW by C1 square. Substitute the value from 11 here. You will get the value of neta B and put the value of U by C1 as rho. U by C1 as rho, will get the expression for the blade efficiency in terms of rho. Neta B equal to 2 into rho K1 cos alpha 1 minus K2 rho square. Equation number 13. Now we can see that blade efficiency is a function of rho. As K1 alpha 1 are constants, blade efficiency is a function of only rho. So blade efficiency increases up to some value of rho, becomes maximum and then decreases. To find the optimum value of rho, for which the blade efficiency is maximum, differentiating equation 13 with respect to rho and equating to 0. You can see here we are differentiating this equation for blade efficiency and equating it to 0. We got rho optimum equal to K1 by K2 cos alpha 1 by 2. Equation 14. So if the blades are very frictionless, then there is no loss due to friction while flowing through the blades. K equal to 1. Putting K equal to 1, here we got the value, we will get the value of K1 equal to 4, K2 equal to 8. Substituting the value of K1 equal to 4 and K2 equal to 8, we will get a rho optimum equal to cos alpha 1 by 4. Equation 15. Equation 15 gives the optimum value of blade steam velocity for which the efficiency is maximum. So note that optimum value of blade steam velocity for a single stage impulse turbine was cos alpha 1 by 2. Now it is 1 by 2 times of rho optimum for a two stage impulse turbine is 1 by 2 times of the optimum value for a single stage impulse turbine. Now putting the value of rho optimum equal to cos alpha 1 by 4 in the expression for blade efficiency, we will get maximum blade efficiency. Maximum blade efficiency equal to K1 square by K2 cos square alpha 1 by 2. Then maximum stage efficiency also we can get it. Maximum stage efficiency equal to nozzle efficiency into blade efficiency. And maximum power also we get. What is maximum power is obtained by putting the optimum value of rho in the expression for power equal to 8 mu square. So in general, optimum blade ratio is equal to cos alpha 1 by 2n, where n is equal to number of rows of moving blades. So this is all about the analysis of two-stage velocity compounded impulse turbine. So we'll solve some problems on two-stage velocity compounded impulse turbine in the next class. Thank you.